guys, the secret's out. TJ's getting a Samsonov. His Garrett turbo showed up, so it will be installed shortly. It's a super core right here. We're just gonna use the super core, which means basically this right here. I think a super core is sold with the front cover, but TJ has a custom colored front cover, so we're gonna run that again. That obviously doesn't have oil going through it, so it's good to go, no issues. The Samsonov is in. We made the mount for it already. Joe is now going racing right now. Yeah. As low as he could with no seat. No, but he is gonna find best placement for the shifter and then install it. It looks like we have to make a plate a little bit, and then that plate that the Samsonov sits on will sit on the other plate we make, and then TJ will have perfect spot to just reach over and easily grab the shifter. It's not too far forward or too far backward. So cool. Well, we'll give you an update in a little bit here. Joe's got to do some cutting any second now. Found a Supra. Nah. Lots of Supras. Okay, update on TJ Hunt's car. There was a Samsonov shifter in there, but Joe hid it from you guys. Every time I try and get a picture of it, he freaking hides it. I quit. Well, so there's a new plate that covers up a small section of open hole that had, you know, for the CD09 that was in there, but the sheet metal of the transom, this one here, is underneath where the Samsonov will bolt down, so it'll be nice and firmly mounted. And then Joe brushed it to match his dash panel that he already had. Let's just show you under the car really quickly. Joe's working on that turbo, but sorry, Joe.
Why?
Sorry, Joe. We're just gonna show you underneath the car that has a Samsonov. It's like many other cars that we've shown you, but it's TJ's, so we thought we'd show you. Trans mount looks similar, but there we are. Oh, Gear Wrench provided lighting. Thanks, Gear Wrench. Yeah, thanks, Gear Wrench. It's good lighting. So, trans is in, mount's done, adapter plate's in. Everything's mounted up. We're waiting on a drive shaft. So for 350Z, there's no way to fit a 1350 U-joint on this flange. So you have to get a custom made one, or you call Drift Motion and they designed a billet adapter that'll go here that allows you to, it's like a one-piece adapter that's from another vehicle that he machined, so that it'll accept this bolt pattern, and then you get a 1350, which you need the 1350 U-joint for, you know, 1,000 plus. TJ does not make 1,000 plus horsepower, but we're thinking about the future, so we're gonna do it that way. Then we get the drive shaft, and then we're gonna have to finish the shift linkage. Here's an underside. See, I was explaining that it's
This is where the old shifter was. These 4 bolts, and the new shifter shares this one, and these are the other 4.
So simple but not simple. And then we put the new master cylinder and the slave cylinders in there, so maybe you can see it. Yeah, there you go. There's Mr. Tilton in there. And then we did the holes so that he can slip the clutch a lot and it could cool down. Then we did the bleeder mounted straight to the bell housing, so quick access. Hopefully he doesn't have to bleed it except the once, or maybe we'll do that and then he just drives it. Then it has a union in case he needs to take out the trans and the bell housing out. It doesn't have to like fully remove the line from the master up top. He can remove it here, which maybe one day he'll go and get the quick disconnect like we have on the race cars. All right, so that's your update, and then Joe's gonna put the turbo in. Meanwhile, while that's happening, more TJ Hunt updates is I'm going to the machine shop with a bunch of Brian Crowder stuff. We don't have the bottom end stuff yet. He has some of it, but we're waiting on a crank. So we loaded up this little mini workhorse right here with TJ's VVTi head and we got his stock cam caps. New cams, he's gonna do BC 264s, the stage 2 cam, because he wants low end response and then he wants to spin the tires quick, which is drifting. You need that. So we got new keepers, valve guides, spring and retainer kit. These are gonna look cool. Let's look at those. Dual springs, retainers, titanium retainers. We're gonna do shimless buckets. I'm gonna take this to the machine shop, show them what we have. They're gonna port it and then here's the valves. Standard size valves because we still want bottom end torque. Yeah, just valve kits, so it's stainless, better valves. So we're gonna head over there, talk to Mason, maybe Jesse, and drop this stuff off and they'll start on that. As soon as the crank and piston show up, we have the rods from BC and I think we have the oil gear for the oil pump that goes on the crank, but we need the crank and we need the pistons. Then we'll head back over with the block as well. Oh, and we're gonna do real street billet main caps. Okay, let's go. All right, we're here with Mason. We're gonna drop this stuff off and then they're gonna build something amazing, right Mason?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll go say hi
Let
to
me
Jesse.
tell you about my morning.
These are stage 2 cams, 264, so it's minimal lift. It's for bottom end.
You need buckets and seals.
Buckets and seals, okay. We're on it guys, buckets and seals, shimless buckets.